Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. And this week we've got a packed schedule with WSL coming back. We are doing Premier League games and we're doing WSL games as well. So, before we get ahead, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Much better weekend football-wise, so I can't complain at all.
I'm still smiling, even with the result. How about that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
How you doing, James?
Boy, my club's in turmoil right now, bro.
Arsenal lost their bottle. Arsenal's lost their bottle, and Salah's lost his head.
Bro.
Nah.
But we'll discuss that. Before we go forward, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button. So, as we always start off, we'll start off with Guess the Player. And hopefully you guys will take a bit longer than last week.
I'm looking for my three-peat. I'm looking for my three-peat, bro.
Because last week was a bit too quick for my liking. So I had to go into my bag of tricks and hopefully it's a bit better. So, here we go. Guess the player.
Bear clubs. Got it.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
This is to go away. Why is it not going away today? Oh, that's why. Ugh. This is to move the mouse.
Nah, I ain't got it. Nah.
I know Leon got it from 4, 5, 6, and 7, mate.
Yeah, mate. Go on, break the news to us, mate.
Evan, you said you got it as well, yeah?
No. Because I got a completely wrong player, bruvs. And if Leon, no.
Any clues for you guys?
Try.
The clue is where he starts.
I don't know what clue you can give, bruv.
It is.
Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. That was nearly a howler.
He was an international football player. I'll give you that clue.
All right, who's that after Palace? What flag? You're out of order. Who's that after Palace, James? James, who's that after Palace?
After Palace is La Palmas in Spain. Then he went on loan to Getafe and then back to La Palmas.
No, I ain't got this one.
Nah, mate.
No?
Go on, Leon. Break the news, mate.
Loic Remy.
Yes, it is. Loic Remy.
Yeah. Yes.
I was going to say he failed a medical at Liverpool, so we didn't sign him. Would that have...
Nah.
Would that have given you a clue?
No, not me anyway. Nah.
No.
He reportedly failed a medical anyway.
That's a journey, boy.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Still on the hunt to find one that is more difficult for Leon. The search goes on.
Yeah, you need to.
That's the only one that's stumped Bevan, though.
Yeah, true.
No, Lorente.
No. There's one other.
Oh yeah,
Lorente.
Yeah,
I got that one. I get the real ones.
Yeah, you
get
did get that. You got that.
The real ones.
You get the real ones.
Yeah, the difficult ones.
Yeah. Makalele.
I hit it. Oh man, that was a howler. I can't lie.
You're never gonna leave that one down, boy.
I know.
Okay, so we'll move on to the prediction table.
Woo!
And this is how we looked last week. Monts was...
You got 4 points. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Monts was... It's last week.
That's last week.
Oh, I was about to say.
Monts was happy last week. And this week...
Yeah, I thought so. 0.
It's like this.
Nil point.
Okay. Just extending my lead. I like that. Slow and steady wins the race.
How did you get no point?
Because he didn't predict any score. He predicted Man United will lose.
Yeah, I did outlandish stuff this week.
Oh, do you know what?
And
I
if you
thought
predicted Tottenham would draw,
I didn't think I needed to
Sorry.
spark my team into life, bro. I weren't believing that we could win.
I
So
don't know
I
if
had
it's
to do
that.
something.
Leon, I don't know if it's that or the fact that you didn't go to the game. But I think it's probably the fact that you didn't go
You know
to the
what?
game. That's why
I'm
they
gonna
won.
have the ticket exchange more often, bro. That's what it's telling me.
but yeah, cool. Daryl was back, so yeah, Daryl got 2 points this week. So I could have, if he had missed out, I could have joined with him, man. Oh well, I got
Still
the
early, you know.
Yeah, still early,
Title
still early.
race.
Where I'm looking at Wolves right now.
Nah, bro. Wolves are doomed. They might be the
Yeah.
worst team in Premier
There's
League
no comeback.
history.
Oh, they currently are. They currently definitely are. Okay. So, with that being said, about Wolves, the segments this week, we will first discuss the Liverpool game. Normally, I'd go with the Arsenal game first, but obviously, with what's happened after the Liverpool game, we'll quickly we'll touch on that. It probably won't be quick.
I was gonna say, can't be.
Lamont will have questions
No,
from
bro.
his head
There's
to his
hella
toe.
things to be talking
Nah,
about.
bro, I got no questions, mate.
Yeah, whatever. We'll talk about that. Then we'll move on to the Arsenal game because some of the shine was taken off their gloss. Then we'll go on to Spurs. Then touch on Man City briefly, and then we'll end with today's game, Man United winning against the worst team we've ever seen in Premier League, as it seems. Then we'll move on to the Women's Super League, where we'll touch on our teams. So Liverpool and Arsenal played each other, or Arsenal and Liverpool played each other. We're away from home. Man United played as well. Tottenham edged it late, and Man City cruised in the end. And then obviously, Chelsea won't talk much on it, but something happened there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Then we'll end with, as we normally do, our player of the game week, and it'll be both Premier League and WSL, and a moment of the game week for both again. And then we'll finish with our predictions, where we've got Liverpool versus Brighton, Arsenal versus Wolves, Forest versus Spurs, and Man United ruining us again by playing on Monday night against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So let's rush through this because obviously Liverpool should have won, but old habits die hard. And once again, we conceded a goal in injury time to make us lose points. Other than that, we should have won the game, being completely honest. Konate had a mare. Then he had
Again.
a brain freeze. Then he ducked from a corner, which he probably wasn't going to win the header from. But it all ended up in him potentially being at fault for all 3 goals. But it was definitely at fault for the first 2 goals. And then we had, as the whole world has seen, Salah throwing a grenade and being all about him, in my opinion. All about him at the wrong time.
Rich, boy.
No, it's the truth. I back him when he's playing. When he does on the pitch, it's generally good. But he read the room completely wrong. And he's for some people will say he's in the right because he's earned certain stuff.
Nope.
But we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. So first we discuss the game. As I've said, listen, the game, we were cruising. It wasn't an exciting game. It wasn't a game where you can say, oh yeah, this is really enjoyable. But I know what he was trying to do. We conceded 10 goals in like 3 games. And it was like, you know what? In the next 3 games, those 3 games were West Ham, Sunderland, and Leeds. We're not going to concede any goals. So obviously he takes out Salah and goes for a stronger looking lineup, a more steady looking lineup. And if we're being completely honest, up until a point, it was working. We won the first game 2-0. We were unlucky against Sunderland. Some people say we weren't. Some people say we're lucky because obviously that last minute saved by Chiesa. But they didn't really have any proper chances against us in that game. And for 72 minutes, Leeds had nothing, if I'm being completely honest. And it was a case of just see the game out. Don't sit back, because I've seen some people say we sat back and we held pressure. We didn't sit back. We carried on playing the same game. We
You
were
just make too many
composed.
mistakes.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, In fact, before I get to that, I was happy for Ekitike because he gets 2 quick fire goals. He was on job when Roden played the ball across the back of the defense, across the pitch. Why would you ever do that? But I was like, cool, yeah. And he shows the goalkeeper the wrong way, near post finish, good finish. And then, not long we should have had a penalty. I think Ekitike was fouled before he scored, and hopefully VAR would have gone back, but it didn't matter. Bradley, who had a good game in general, he did something that we haven't done for a while, pressured and put an early crossing. I can't remember the last time he put an early crossing.
Yeah.
And you put an early crossing for strikers that are willing to run and ready to get in the box, that we did with Ekitike, that's what you get. Funny enough, the goalkeeper helped us out because it was going past both of them and he hit it against Ekitike and the ball goes into the back of the net. And then you're thinking, cool, 2-0, they're not in this game. Let's just be sensible. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything stupid. And let's play. And then maybe 2-0, 3-0, you bring on Salah to see out the game. I say that as a very important factor.
I don't think I
say that as a very important factor. You brought him on in the last game. You bring on Salah to see out the rest of the game. But Konate had other plans. I don't know what to say it.
I don't think it was just him, though. I don't think it was just him. I think it kind of went wrong, Jay. I think it kind of went wrong. When you took off, and I'm going to say this.
Leon. You're on mute, Leon.
Go on, Lee.
Bro, he didn't need to make the challenge there for the penalty, bruv. Why is he making the challenge?
Where did it go wrong before that? We were cruising 2-0. Where did it go wrong before that?
Yeah, I feel like obviously you lost a bit of control. It was weird because when McAllister came on, I was a little bit perplexed because I was like, it was a little bit like he made the gap in the middle even bigger. Because Leeds were pressuring you at that point. I mean, they made 3 subs pretty quick.
Really?
Well, when McAllister came on, bruv, he didn't have the same kind of influence in the game as Wirtz did. I know you're going to say they're 2 different players, but my point was, at 2-0, when he comes on, you want him to control the game. He weren't really controlling the tempo, so I feel like he was inviting the pressure because he wasn't really making himself available when the centre-backs had the ball. Konate had a mistake in him from the jump, and I was just surprised that...
he didn't know. He didn't. He was fine before that, bro.
I don't know, man.
I'll let you guys... I'll say this point. I'll let you guys... I don't think we're watching the same game up until that point, if I'm being honest with you. But I'll let you two say what you... Because I don't think there were pressures like that. I don't think Konate had a mistake in him before that.
No, not the whole game. They weren't pressuring you the whole game. No, they weren't pressuring you the whole game, James. They weren't pressuring you the whole game. Only when they brought the subs on, like they had fresh legs, and then you guys made the changes, I felt like that kind of changed the game a little bit, to be honest with you. I feel like, obviously...
The game changed on an error, bruv. The game changed on a bonehead. That's what it changed. He's in Latvia, bruv. He's been in Latvia since August. His head's not in it, and he needs to get his head out of the clouds, really, because he's already been said that he's not going to be going to Real. Yeah, so he needs to fix up.
Apparently, he's available for 15 mil.
Yeah, I think that's right. The reason why I disagree with you, Lamont, Alexis came on 68 minutes. They scored in 73 minutes. That's not enough time to say that we lost control. He came on 68 minutes. They scored in 73 minutes. That we didn't lose control in that. That was his bonehead decision. 2 decisions. The first one, why do you slide out there? Then the second one, he's right behind Stack. Just stay there.
Yeah.
Stay behind him. And then if he controls the ball, he knows you're behind him. He has to pass the ball back to where it came from. But then for some reason, he decides to run backwards and give him like 10 yards of space. And Stack's like, oh, right, okay, cool. I can turn. I can run into the box and then smash it.
Can I ask you a question?
2 minutes.
Can I ask you a question? You know, like where obviously as a team you were underperforming, right? And you decided to drop Salah.
Yeah.
With Konate, he's been underperforming massively to the point where he's probably been critical in, some of the losses or crucial in some of the losses that you've actually taken. Have you got like a deputy or someone that can come in and... No,
of course he would have. Leone's done his ACL.
Enzo or Gomez ain't fit enough to play even half the game or anything like that. No,
not really, bruv. He was getting taken off anyway. when we were losing, he was getting subbed off the pitch anyway. Right? Obviously, every week I was calling for Gomez on this show. Every week I was saying, why is Gomez not starting? And then obviously we found out he's potentially having injury problems. Then he had his knee drained or injection in his knee. Then after that he came and started. And we had no right backs. So he had to start at right back. Is it possible? Because he played 2 games in a row, started 2 games in a row, there was no way he was going to start the third game at centre back and take out Konate. That was never going to happen. He brings back Bradley. And like I said, up until a point, it was working okay. I do worry. No, I do blame Slot to a degree, or the club as a whole, as we've said from the beginning of the season, why we didn't get another centre-back. Obviously, no one thought Leone was going to go down injured, but still, that's an 18-year-old centre-back that could have come in and not hit the heights from the beginning. He might have crumbled in the Premier League as an 18-year-old. But then he obviously does his ACL, and then we're down to nobody. So, in that regard, I remember you guys were like, it's a 10 out of 10. I was like, it's not, because we didn't get a centre-back. And that's what I said on our first show. Mm-hmm. We did not get a centre-back that's going to come back and haunt us. Then he did. Konate has been a shambles from game 1. He's had 2 good games, one against Arsenal, and a second one, I can't remember who it was against. We had a good game in the league. But Arsenal, he played well, and then another game he played well. That's it. Other than that, he's been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
Bro, I don't know what he's thinking for that second goal either, bruv. Like, bro, he almost backs up all the way into Alisson, bruv. What is he doing?
So
it's crazy.
So looking at it now, if it's me, he's got to come out. We got Inter Milan tomorrow. I'll take him out of Inter Milan game. Play Gomez, play Bradley right back, play Gomez centre back in preparation for Brighton, because you're just asking for more trouble against Brighton. If he put him back out there, even if he has a good game against Inter, it's still the calamities are still there. Yeah, so he needs to be taken out for his own sake.
I think the problem is
to play 2 up top as well. So boy, you're gonna have to be on job. They don't play with 1 striker; they play with 2.
Yeah, so there you go.
But the problem is though, taking him out and playing Gomez is a bit of it's a risk, isn't it, from an injury standpoint? And you can't.
If he gets injured, you put him back on. If you keep him on the bench.
I hear that. But then you're still thin at the back there, innit? So if you take him out, and then you're risking a player that is injury prone to be in there and potentially get injured, and then you're down to no centre backs.
Yeah, but what's the risk? But the only other option is to let him keep failing and making us lose points. You got to put him in. End of the day, well, he was fit enough to put him in at right back, which is a tougher, more arduous position to play on his body than centre back is. And he did that fine 2 games, and he came out as a sub, came off the bench last game. For me, against Brighton, he has to start. We got Ramsey. Put Ramsey on the bench. Then if we need because obviously Conor Bradley's just come out from injury as well, so he can't play 90 minutes. Then you let Ramsey come off the bench for Conor Bradley. That's what I would do. So anyway,
yeah, but obviously, he was only at fault, bro. He was only at fault for the 2 goals. Yeah, then you guys went ahead 3-2, and then somehow conceding the injury time. I mean,
but that's a mixture of him and what's his name, Gravenberch, because Gravenberch is there. He's with Tanaka, and for some reason he goes to jump and he sees someone jumping towards him, and instead of heading the ball, he turns his body into the person attacking him, which makes him lose control altogether, handball it.
Yeah,
so it's still the point we could have conceded the penalty.
Could have went for
he handballed it as well after it. When all he had to do was just continue what he was doing and go and head the ball. And people blame Konate, that's why I've said it, but I don't think, even though he ducked a bit, I don't think he would have got the header anyway. I think it was too high.
No. Yeah,
I think it was too high. I don't think he would have got there, but
he kind of,
at the same time, don't duck. You can put someone off by not ducking.
You could put them off. That's it.
So, but we've conceded 10 goals from set pieces, the most in the Premier League this season. And our ratio or our balance is -8 on goals scored, set pieces scored against set pieces conceded. We're -8. We were one of the best in the league last season. And Slot has said the system's the same. He hasn't made any changes from last season on set pieces. So I don't know how it's gone so badly wrong if they haven't actually made any changes to how we set up.
I put it down to
And it wasn't all
management.
Trent.
What
It wasn't all Trent.
does Slot do to change this? To change your fortunes?
I think what he's done so far, when you actually look at it, we went from 5 defeats in a row, or 6 out of 6 in 8. As bad as it sounds, and obviously we played pretty much trash teams, apart from Sunderland. We didn't lose. Some people were like, oh, you know what? You didn't actually lose any of those games. You didn't actually lose those games. So the time Salah came out, we didn't actually lose. We were actually more solid. So he's already started what we need to do. He's made us more solid. And for me, if Salah's not going to play, then we go to a 4-4-2 diamond. You play Ekitike and Isak up top. And Gakpo's now injured. Slot said he's going to be out for a few weeks. So that takes away the whole Gakpo left wing issue. If Salah doesn't play again, that takes away the right wing issue. Then you've only got 2 strikers. And you've got Wirtz, who can play as number 10. You've got Chiesa that can play as a number 10 or up front. And then we use the midfielders, the 4 midfielders we have in McAllister, Jones, Gravenberch, and who's the last one?
Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai as a 3. You play those 3 and Endo. You use those 3. And the fullbacks we have are flying fullbacks. Let them play their natural game. Let Kirkes bomb up and cross the ball in. Let Bradley bomb and cross the ball in. And you make sure Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and McAllister hold down that midfield properly. Don't go nowhere. Let Wirtz do his thing and let the fullbacks provide width. That's what I think we should do.
James, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You said let Wirtz do his thing. What's that? What's the thing?
Produce. He's got to find a way to produce. And if what some people were saying was untrue, which is untrue. Obviously, we know his quality. People can say what they want to say.
Do we?
We know he's a quality player. And
we know his quality in the Premier League.
We know his quality in general.
Oh, okay.
And for me, he's not going to be like this for the whole season.
To be fair, Sancho was quality. Sancho was quality in Germany before he came here, innit?
Yeah.
Sancho. Yeah, he was.
He was. But he's not Sancho. They're different people. So you can't tie them in the same brush. They're different people. And they live different lifestyles. One person is trying to actively improve himself. The other person wasn't trying to actively improve himself on the pitch.
I mean, one person's had an assist this weekend and one hasn't. I can tell you that much.
Oh.
So, yeah. But yeah, what's happening with Salah? Salad. Boy, it is treacherous over there, boy.
Is that a meltdown?
Treacherous.
Is that a meltdown?
About who's his guide? Who's the person that talks to, like, says to him, this is a good idea or not? Like, he's just gone rogue. He doesn't want to play.
He's gone rogue.
AFCON now. Yeah.
He's gone rogue. Let's be honest.
Who knows? It's unwise to say what he said. It's unwise to do what he did. You can see there's a video of the press guy behind him. Just at one point, put his hand on his head. At one point,
how am I going to get this?
Like, stop him, innit?
Yeah, literally.
Guys, the interview's finished.
Yeah,
we got a coach. It's a away game. We got to get out of here. Right. End of the day, the entitlement. Him saying that I've earned it already, so I should start. That's a lot of nonsense. You have to earn it to a degree, and he used up a lot of that rope.
I was just about to say he's been playing. It's not like Slot came in from this season and was like, "Yo, dropped from the get go." He's been playing, but he hasn't been contributing in the way that Liverpool need. We've known for many seasons that Salah is not a contributor to off the ball movement.
Yep.
He is about when Liverpool have the ball, that is when Salah comes alive. And to offset that, he provides goals and assists. This season, he hasn't done that. Not in the way that they need him to be in order to win games. And that's the reason why you're losing by one goal is costing you. Obviously, you had the stint where you conceded more, and that was through other individual areas. But Salah hasn't performed. So him to even say, I should have earned my right to never be dropped. That's basically what you're saying. I should never be dropped.
He's bonkers.
Bro, when did Slot throw him under the bus? When did he
But
get?
he didn't say
Slot?
slot. He didn't say slot. He said somebody in the club.
Somebody, yeah.
He didn't say. He didn't say, so if, as far as in his press conference, slot said you have to ask him who he means. I don't know.
Is he saying that? Is he saying that nobody's come out to defend him? Because I know it's the fans have been getting on to him asking to be dropped. Is he saying that? Well, they're asking me for me to be dropped, and the manager shouldn't have dropped me because I've got money in the bank. I'm Salah.
Credit.
Yeah. To be fair,
I don't know. I don't know. But what to me, if Liverpool are, or say Liverpool, certain members of the hierarchy are trying to get Salah out, it might be that they didn't want to give him a contract, but he played so well last season that they had to give him a contract. Also, they would have lost him for nothing. So giving him a contract, it may have only been in their mindset. We can give him a contract, and then we can still go in January anyway. Mm-hmm. We know that he's a ticking time bomb because he's shown his colours. He's shown the fact that he will only talk when he's upset. He doesn't talk when he's happy. He doesn't talk at any other point apart from when he's frustrated. So maybe they've known that he's a ticking time bomb, and all they're doing is allowing him to basically dig his own grave.
Unravel himself,
and making it like they obviously do need to move on from certain players. And you wouldn't have thought that Salah would have been that person with the way that he performed last season. But if it doesn't suit the way that Slot wants to play, and obviously Slot's come in, couldn't make no transfers. He's like, I've got to keep as much of the continuity as I can from what Klopp did. But now he wants it to be his own team. And if Salah is not doing the work that he needs to do to make the system work, then maybe he's a sacrificial lamb and he'll go. And now Liverpool can actually sell him to Saudi or whoever wants to spend big bucks to get him, because that'd be a major coup for a Saudi team to
Al-Ittihad won him. Al-Ittihad are ready to take him. But another question I'll ask you guys. Watching that game, was there any point where it was time to bring Salah on?
No.
Not encouraging.
If you're trying to protect the lead, you don't bring Salah on, bro.
Exactly. No. So again, you're reading the room completely wrong. Yes, you're not happy you're on the bench, but as soon as it went to 2-2, as soon as it went to 3-2, because at 2-2, okay, maybe. But within 5 minutes, we scored.
You're not going to give him a run out.
That's time to look up shot. Yeah, I think if you hadn't scored to make it 3-2 so quick, he probably would have been brought on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. I don't know if he'll play again, because what they've said, and obviously they're going to say this kind of stuff, they said they still want Salah to stay. Him not playing tomorrow is a short-term thing. We'll find out if he's in the squad.
Well, whether it was short-term or not, he had to be reprimanded in some way. Bro.
Yeah, he just came out. That interview was like torching the earth.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. He burned bridges, everything. The only thing he didn't do was name names, apart from James Carragher and Harry Kane.
And Harry Kane.
Harry Kane ain't had no 10 games out, bruv.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, even with Carragher, I don't even why he bit on that. Yeah, right, cool. Carragher is a legend, but he weren't levels like that. So Salah to bring him into conversation was ridiculous.
It's because Carragher has always been on Salah, bro.
Yeah.
He's always been on Salah from day.
Yep. He's never criticised him on the pitch, though. Like he said today, he's never criticised him on what he does on the pitch. Bruv. He's always criticised him outside the pitch.
Bruv, he said the other day that Salah's lost his legs, bro.
That's not criticising a player, but at that age, is that really criticising a player? Is that not the truth?
You can't. But you're still a criticism. You're still a criticism, bro. It's still a criticism. I get what you're saying. You say that all the time. He won't. Yeah, I know, but let's just keep it a stack. Yeah, if he's gonna be a pundit and he's gonna start trying to be genuine and throwing out, little comments here and there, and he wants to be an advocate for Liverpool 1 minute, and the next minute he wants to say, "Oh, listen, he should be dropped," whatever the case may be. He needs to keep it 100, bro. He needs to keep it 100. Said, though? He never flops a little bit too much.
He never said he should be dropped. What he said was his legs have gone to a degree where he shouldn't start every single game. That's not saying he should be dropped. He's saying at that age you shouldn't be starting every single game, which is fair enough. When you don't have that same acceleration, you shouldn't be starting Wednesday, Friday. So Wednesday, Saturday. Yeah. That's fair enough. That's the point he made. That's why I say it wasn't a proper attack on him like he did with Casemiro. Like, your legs have left you, it's time to go.
I can't see it.
Wasn't the same as a Casemiro.
So a question, can you see Salah playing against Brighton? Is your next game, right? Brighton? Yeah.
Yes.
No, who's your next game?
I can't see him starting. Brighton,
the
Brighton's
Prem.
the next game he can play. Obviously, we're playing Inter tomorrow.
Right. Do you
I
reckon
can
that he'll
see
play in that
him-
game?
I would say 90% of me says no. But he might be in the squad and he might get a run out. Depends if he apologizes. If he actually apologizes, then it
I
can
don't
be
see him
brushed under the
apologising,
carpet.
bro.
I don't see him
think he will.
apologizing.
Neither
But
do
if
I.
he apologizes,
He went
and
too
it's
hard
like-
in the paint.
Yeah, so
This
it's
point,
and
an
John's
apology
made it
would be
worse.
futile
He's
right
made it
now.
even worse because Gakpo is now injured for weeks and Kiesa's ill. So we now have no wingers apart from a 17-year-old in I forget his
Rio.
name now.
Rio.
In Rio.
Rio.
That's all we've got as wingers. So he just made it even worse for us.
But maybe Slot don't want to play with wingers right now anyway.
Well, we might change it.
We're trying to
But then I feel sorry for Rio.
He might play
Yeah.
the 4-2-2 that he's wanted to play from last season because he started doing that for a bit as well.
Well, he actually said in the press conference he played 4-4-2 against Leeds. That was the formation. It was 4-4-2. So anyway, Salah, for me, I'm not on his side on this. I can see where he's coming from to a degree in terms of he feels he's earned a level of respect, but you still have to earn it week in, week out. You were given rope. You played to the point where even Lamont, if you haven't seen it, asked the question, when should he be dropped? He asked that before he got dropped. A good 2-3 before he got dropped. And he didn't. He was playing. And then the manager was like, you know what? We just conceded 10 goals in 2-3 games. So that's it. We'll move on because there's probably more. There might be more to say when we record next if he doesn't play against Brighton.
Yeah, they will be.
But man, the club is looking in bad shape right now, and we have to find a way to win because I don't think a draw cuts it against Brighton. We have to find a way to win that game.
You like it winning that game.
Boy,
I don't know.
you've won games, so if you can win, then we can
Brighton
win.
are inconsistent as well.
Yeah, I
Man
don't know.
United can win,
Man.
we can win. That's what I say. So
Game could be anything.
we move on to Arsenal. And boy, I'll be honest, I was sleeping. I woke up at like 3:30 and I was like, Arsenal lost. This could be a good day. And then obviously what we did. This could be a good day.
Hey.
Yeah, boy. Quiet in the chat. Quiet in the chat.
In the 90th minute, it was looking good. And then I looked at the lineup and I was like, okay, the obvious is going to be said. We have no centre-backs. We lost because of this. We lost because of that. Even though we've got the best squad in Europe and the best backup squad, we can play 2 11s. They lost. Credit to Villa. Villa have their number, let's be honest. Over the last 3 seasons, I'm pretty sure Villa have won more games than Arsenal won in the head-to-head. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they have. So it was a game where I had thought they shouldn't be completely confident going to. Even though I picked them to win in my head-to-head. But at the same time, I was just trying to, go against the curve, innit?
Yeah, you're trying to get points. You were trying to get points.
I'm trying to get points. You guys put draw up. So I thought, can we put win?
Yeah.
But yeah, over to you.
Go on, Bevan. You can go first.
I was going to ask anyone who asked me any questions. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I watched the game. If I'm being, I know people probably think I'm going to be a hater, but I actually thought it was one of the best close games I've seen in the Premier League this season. Like,
brother, I don't
honestly,
disagree with you.
entertainment-wise, it was a good game. Yes, if Arsenal had Saliba and Gabriel, may have been different. Who knows? But Villa have beaten them with both of those centre-backs playing before. So there's nothing to say that the game would have been different just because those guys would have been in the starting
Not
lineup.
this Arsenal.
But
I'll keep it.
honestly, both teams had spells in the game where they dominated. And obviously Villa got the first goal, but second half when Arsenal came out, mate, it was all Arsenal. They scored and then they allowed Aston Villa back into the game, which I didn't understand. It was like they put their foot on their neck and then took it off. It didn't make sense to me. That Arsenal ended up retreating a little bit after they got their equaliser. I felt that was at the point, they were at the point where if they had taken a couple of their chances, that game could have been over, and Villa would have had no prayer of coming back because they were under siege. But fair play to Unai Emery. He's made changes, and all the subs pretty much had an effect on the game at the end. It was I say scrappy, but when you look at how things transpired, that goal came about from Arsenal making 2 amazing blocks to stop shots from Aston Villa, and then it falls to, I think, Kamara, who just plays it a little bit to the left, and Buendía basically lifted it over everyone and put it in the top, well, kind of the top corner. But yeah, I thought it was a good game, and I think it could have gone either way. I actually think a draw would have been a fair result, but Villa scored a last minute winner, so fair play.
Who wants fair? You don't care about fair. Arsenal need to lose.
You lot all got what you wanted. I think, like, Leon, you taking all my talking points. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You didn't let me speak.
No. I said, "Has anyone got any questions?" And then but you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong in what you said, because, like, from a neutral point of view, as a fan, it was too end to end for me. It was like a basketball match.
Yeah,
and everybody, like, Villa were attacking, and they were getting in behind too many times. And the goals that we conceded, the first goal we conceded, Eze fell asleep at the back post, and I think that's one of his worst games that he's had for Arsenal. He weren't that good in that first half at all, and Marino also wasn't good in that first half, and I think that's why they both came off at half time. And it was just like, I think he got the selection wrong in putting Eze on the left. He just doesn't look right there. I don't think he could impact the game in the way that he would playing centrally. And sometimes in attack, in that first 10 minutes, we could have scored. We should have scored. And it was a bit like Odegaard's taking shots where maybe he could have slid Saka in for us to score. And there are moments in that game where we lost the fight, we lost the battle in midfield, and that's happened too many times this season. It happened against Chelsea, and when we played Sunderland, we got bullied a little bit. And I know that it's a bit different now, where we don't have our centre back pairing. We've lost 3 out of 4 centre backs, which is mad, because I'm not even making excuses for injuries, but if Liverpool lose 3 centre backs, we don't know who they're playing. And
some will say we already have. Some will say we already have lost 3 centre backs.
To be fair, I haven't seen Van Dijk since last season, but anyway, go on.
And if Man United lose 3 centre backs, they're playing 3 wing backs in defence, isn't it?
Facts.
So it's a factor, and obviously teams are gonna know that. But you got to prepare for these things. It's just one of those things, isn't it? And I think that Emery kind of has Arteta's number a little bit, because he has managed to get the victories over him in these games. And we know that the way they set up with Morgan Rogers on the left, where he's going to drift into the middle, they've got a lot of powerful, strong players, and we've lost 2 powerful, strong players. So there were some mismatches, because there was moments where, like, Timber was getting bodied by Watkins and by Morgan Rogers as well. So Villa were good for their win. It's hard to take the win in the 94th minute, but that is the 3rd time this season where we've dropped points in the last couple of minutes of a game. Happened at Liverpool, happened at Sunderland, and it's happened at Villa now. And the goal that Villa scored comes from the fact that, like, we just couldn't get the ball out.
Yeah,
and
clear your lines.
Couldn't clear the lines at all, and we got punished for it. One of those games that we lose, and when you look at it, you're upset as a fan that you've lost that game, and your head's down. But we had moments where we could have won that game as well. We could have got something out of that game.
I don't think it was a poor performance why you lost the game. I just think, as you said, those battles were key. And you, as I said, like, after half time, you had a chance to just put them away and just didn't take your chances.
Yeah, we didn't. So we just have to just lick our wounds and then move on to the next game. Move on to Bruges. Excuse me. Get a result there, and then we got Wolves
Easy.
at the. Huh?
Yeah, 2 easy games really. It's kind of 2 good games for you to come back to after a defeat, really and truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got other games afterwards. But I think as well, the problem that we have sometimes is in attack, because we should have put that game to bed. We had enough chances to put that game to bed, and we just didn't really take them.
Can I
And
ask,
you
why
have
did
to
you
be a
not
bit worried.
start
You worried
Gyökeres?
about Gyökeres?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Why did you
He's
not
coming
start
back.
him?
He's coming back from injury, isn't it?
I'm not.
First game back, right? Or second game back?
Second game back. I'm not necessarily worried about him. I don't know. We have to see when he gets when he gets back into the team into a proper run, and I think that maybe it was like tactically having Marino in the game in that game wasn't the right move. Maybe if Gyökeres starts from the top from
Because he
the beginning,
stretches the pitch, innit?
it's a different thing rather than Gyökeres jumping into midfield.
I was going to
I've
ask.
got this.
Well, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got this. I just really got this bad like taste in my mouth when I see players come on, play 45 minutes, yeah, like from the second half, and then someone like yourself, not saying I'm not just blaming you here, but loads of people say it to me, so he was injured, yeah, but he played 45 minutes, so why couldn't he start? Like if you're gonna risk him in the second half of the game, why not risk him in the beginning? Obviously, your game plan or the approach wasn't necessarily thought through. Do you get what I'm saying, Bev? I'm not targeting you here. I'm just saying, like, if we're really gonna like keep it a stack, you're gonna play a man for 45 minutes in a game where he was coming on when you guys were losing. You might as well have just put him on from the jump,
Bro. If we bring on a player from the jump and he gets injured again, like that would be even worse. That would be a mistake. What do you mean why? Because
if he comes on second half and gets injured, then what?
No, but I'm saying if you bring
it happened already with Trossard. It happened with Trossard. They brought him on as a second half sub, and he got injured.
Well, he scored the goal as well. Imagine that. What a half.
Yeah,
Is that why he got brought off because he was injured?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
injured.
okay,
Mad
I was
thing.
wondering because I thought it's tactical at first.
Nah, bro. So like, there's something wrong with the medical team, because right now I feel like this team is being held together with by blue tack and
Bro, it's a
sticky
North
back
London,
Been like that for a while,
North
bro.
London water,
Yeah.
bro. North
Bro,
London water.
Van Persie knows all about that.
It's terrible. And apparently, like the guy that does the soft tissue massages has left to start his own business.
Is that a joke? Or?
No. I'm being serious. He's left to start his own business.
That's bad.
Yeah. So
Some
you
bad
know what?
video over there.
It's a game that we lost, and we just have to bounce back and not dwell on it too much. Really.
Last question for you:
Yeah.
the Odegaard Eze. Do you think bringing back Odegaard affected Eze, moving him out left? Because he's been playing well in that. He's been finding his groove in that 8 position. Obviously, your captain's always going to come back at some point, but shifting him out to the left, where he hasn't really had a good game for you guys so far this season, was it a mistake?
I think so. I think so. I think it was a mistake. It doesn't seem for him for it to work with him there. He's had, as you said, his best games when he's been playing in the middle, been playing in that Odegaard position. So I think that you could see that he's taking him off for the fact, because he was having a really bad game. He was dropping. He couldn't really to get control. Nothing was really happening down that side. And where you sign these players, it doesn't matter how many players you got, but if you're going to bring them in and they're not going to be able to do the job, then we're going to be in the same position that we were in last season. So Arteta's got to find a way to either rejig the formation or the tactics where he's going to be able to drift inside a bit more to be able to affect the team in a better way. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble in an attacking sense. But you know what? I'll say that, like, I'm not going to get too carried away about that loss, to be honest with you, because we've lost 2 games this season. All right, our last run of results haven't been good in terms of like the amount of draws that we've had, especially away from home. 2 draws and a loss away from home isn't necessarily great, but that loss could have happened. That could have happened against that Villa team. But really, what we need to do is fix our away form and not just be a bit more like take our chances, be a bit more creative in our attack as well.
Before we move on, give credit to Villa because they started the season so poorly. It was like, what is going on? Couldn't score a goal, couldn't win a game, and now they're 6 points behind you?
Yeah,
3.
3 points.
Three points.
3 points behind, and you could argue they've got a manager. Obviously, he's never won a league other than in France, but they've got a manager who knows how to get wins in leagues. So it'd be interesting to see how far they get.
It'll be interesting to see how they respond because, as Bevan said, there's been many a pretender who's come in, played Arsenal, got gas, and then fallen off for the next couple of weeks after that. So we will see what happens in the coming
And let's have it right. Like Villa were shooing to get 4th last season, right?
Yeah.
When they completely fell off.
They dropped the
Champions
ball,
League. Champions League messed them up, innit?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
Get knocked out. Okay, we move. Finally, Spurs have won a home game, snapping a long winless run since August, and Xavi Simons has arrived, or has he not? That's a question for you to answer, Leon. Has he arrived, or is it just a glimpse of what he can be?
Does anyone want to ask me any questions and then they can say? I took Bevan's limelight. Boy, it was a good performance. This is the type of performance that we've wanted from Spurs for months. Even the game that we beat Burnley, we didn't play well, but on Saturday we did play well, and it just so happens that I wasn't at the game, and just typical. So maybe that's an omen. But no, very good performance from Xavi Simons. I'm not going to say he's arrived. It's the type of performance we've wanted to see from him. Confident, making runs, playing the right passes, making good decisions, and creating chances. And that's what we need. And, you know, he wins for his goal. He wins the ball back himself and ends up running and tucks it in. It's brilliant. But honestly, clean sheet, 2-0, can't really ask for more. Obviously, we'd like to take our chances better. I'm still not convinced about whether I prefer Richarlison or Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani, I feel like there's a player there that's better than what we've seen so far, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think
you saw that against PSG.
Yeah,
you saw that against PSG.
I think he would be a better lead striker than Richarlison, but again, Richarlison's got a goal in he. So what can I?
Stat for you, Leon. Did you know that was your first shot in the first half for 5 weeks?
What
first shot on target
in any
first
game,
target.
Not just home game. That's unbelievable.
Any game, your first shot on target in the first half for 5 weeks.
That's diabolical. It just shows you. So obviously Thomas Frank has come up for a lot of criticism for playing pragmatic football at home and not being able to find a way to get us playing. But when you see how free they seemed going forward, you just wonder what we were doing before. What were they? What was the game plan? Because we can't be playing like Brentford. You can't think like 17th spot version of Tottenham. Like that's in the past. You got to think we've got to be progressive. So look, end of the day, good win against his former club, clean sheet. It's the type of win that we needed, and we need to use it as a springboard because it's our first win in 5 games. So for us to get something at home, something for the fans to shout about is good. So long may it continue, and hopefully we can get some more players back, and he can get a consistent first 11 that he feels confident is his best 11, or at least best 9, because I don't think he even has that right now.
What did he change?
It just seemed like we committed more players forward, and we moved the ball in forward areas quicker. So players were allowed to run, and we were finding players making those runs quicker, which is how we used to play under Ange. But it's creating that balance. Like you can't commit everyone forward. Like not everyone can bomb. There was times last season where we literally left a gaping hole in the midfield, and so teams on a counter attack would just exploit it. There's so many games where we saw players literally running right through our midfield and creating a chance. So even there was a route one ball that caught us out, which Brentford luckily didn't take. But honestly, it's just the mentality of moving the ball quick. Like we do so many square passes across the pitch all the time, and we're hoping that a team might make a mistake, whereas we're not forcing them to make a mistake by making players have to make a decision in defense. We're just playing the ball side to side. But on Saturday we didn't. We actually played progressive football, played the ball forward, played it early. And we played a much higher pressing game as well. So,
to be fair, there was a big gaps between the defense and Brentford's midfield, though. Like you guys were just running and just had nobody even nowhere near you. Sometimes not even camera shot.
I didn't get it. Like even when Xavi won the ball and no one laid a glove on him until he got into the box. It's too late.
Kudus was having a world of a time on the side, and he was just running past players like they weren't even there. So.
It did feel. It did feel a little bit like Brentford did him a favour. It did feel like that a little bit because the way they defended against Arsenal compared to how they defended against us is chalk and cheese.
Or is it a manager knowing the weakness of most of the players that he signed and coached for?
Fair. That could also be a thought.
Maybe, and obviously knowing the coaching staff as well, it's possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna take the win, bro, because it's there's not been many.
Sparse.
Bro, I'll be honest. I looked at your game and I was like, we are so terrible right now. I saw how you were attacking. And I was like, why can't we just attack football like this?
Well, but we've been waiting for this for weeks, James. It ain't like this is just the first game that we've done it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
So to Lamont's point, watching Tottenham do that, that's what gives me hope.
Yeah.
We can start attacking again, bro. It gives me hope. If they could do it, then we've got players to do it as well,
Anybody
man.
can.
Early goal changes everything as well, you know. If you don't score early at home, it just makes everyone a little
pressure piles on.
Yeah, and the players don't want to make a mistake, and they kind of go into their shell. So early goals do help, that's for sure.
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
No.
Before we reluctantly move on to Man United,
11th place, boy. You're going up slowly but surely, Lee.
Oh no!
Is that what you're doing now? Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Looking at the table with it, you said anything more to say, so I said something.
Bro, it was time to move on. It was time to move on to Man U.
My bad.
So,
my bad.
Man United have beaten the worst team in Premier League history up until this stage, and some of their fans are really giddy, like they've beaten prime Man City. So we move on to one of those guys right now. Over to
no way. Listen, nah. Take that back. Listen, I am not even giddy. Do you know what it is?
Watch his post-match. His post-match is really giddy.
Bro, I even say it in there, that realistically... Yeah,
let them watch it. Let them watch it.
Yeah. Watch the post-match for sure. And you can leave comments as well. I know there's a couple guys. My brethren Squirrel, he always watches it. Always likes to get me. Puts me on big screen and all that. But in truth, right, at 1-0, I still wasn't sure we were going to walk away with a win because we done exactly what we did against Everton and against West Ham. Almost, we score and then, all right, we had a couple other shots after that, but every time Wolves had even a sniff, it was panic stations. Like no one looks like they can get their foot around the ball and launch it to the halfway line or at least find a pass. We done the job by getting 3 points. It was a game of two halves again. The first half we scored early after dominating, Wolves, as we should do, being the worst team in the league. We probably could have had 3 or 4 in the opening 30 minutes, to be quite honest. Wolves were throwing themselves on the line, mate, at the ball. We had a couple shots that just went a whisker past the post. They had this kid in the centre mid called Belgardi. Really, it was unfortunate that he had to come off injured in the second half, but honestly, he had a great game all round, and he was creating us issues in the first half, and he got a goal just before half time. Outside of that, Wolves didn't really do much. Wolves didn't really do much outside of that. Really, they were a little bit aggressive. And you could see that, the instruction was probably just kind of leave something on United players and see if you can kind of rattle a few. But, cream rises to the top, as they say. So, second half rolls out and we thumped them 3, and it could have been way more than that. It could have been way more, and it should have been way more than that. I've been looking for a performance where we kind of can score more than 2 goals comprehensively. And if we have to get against the worst team in the league, then I suppose you just can't really pick them, really. You just have to take it for what it is. I'm not going to lie to you, though. Wolves... Go on.
I say that's the best I've seen you not play in this season. That's your best game ever this season.
In the Amarin era. In the Amarin era. Okay.
Yeah. Bro, you were actually you were playing forward passes and it wasn't going side to side. Like, he wasn't trying to attack down the wings. I get it that like the Wolves were like Swiss cheese in the midfield, but you were like you were siving them open, man. And I was like, oh, this is actually enjoyable to watch. Don't get me wrong, your first goal was an absolute mess, and that shows you how
Cunha was trying too hard. Yeah. He had a good game, but he was trying way too hard, bro.
Bro, Bruno dropped twice, got up twice, and scored.
How that defender let him score, and then the goalkeeper just hanging his hand like this to go through. But you earn your,
the goalkeeper, he made a he made a good few saves today. Cunha didn't get a goal, but by rights, he didn't have a horrible performance today. He played all right. He could have got a goal. They blocked the ball off the line, like literally on the line. And he had a couple of blocks inside the 6-yard box. But you could see that he just wanted something at this game today, as he does when he's on the pitch. But yeah, outside of that, I can't really fault anybody. It was good to see that Aiden Heaven came. He played, so, Amarin reinforced the faith that he had in him against West Ham and said, I'm going to give you another roll of the dice, put him back in the center of the back 3. And he kept Larson quiet. Like, he was dominating him in the air, on the deck, he was dominating him. And I appreciate that, they're not the best team in the league at the moment based on, their results and whatever else. And even last season, to be fair, they kind of, they were lucky to even stay in there. If it weren't for Cunha, I think they would have gone last year. But outside of that, man for man, Haven stood to the test and he done his thing. And there was a couple of good performances out there today, but they need to kick on from there. They can't look at Wolves and say, oh yeah, I had a great game. Nah. Like, yeah, okay, you had a great game. Yeah, cool. That is not the benchmark, mate. We need to see more. Like, I need to see more of that. We need to make sure that when we go 1-0 up and we're playing against a team that have got a high line, we take advantage by putting the ball over the top and actually burying it, like putting them to bed early doors. And then you can start ringing changes.
Yeah. The second goal was good, though. Was it, what's his name?
Mount's goal.
Mbeumo's goal, yeah.
Mbeumo's goal was good football, to be fair.
Very.
It opened up nicely.
Very.
But there was a lot of that. There was a lot of good football from United in that game. And it's like I said, it's better than I've seen in recent weeks. And you, when you looked at that game, you never thought, at 1-0 at half time, you never thought that Wolves were going to get anything out of that game. I didn't anyway. I thought that they were just going to get...
You must be the only one, bruv.
Bro, no.
They put the pressure on, but I didn't think they were to keep it up.
No.
Before half time, they were on you.
Yeah,
you before half time. It was a well-deserved goal, but I would agree with Bevan to a degree. I didn't expect them to be able to withstand. It was just whether you guys could actually it into gear.
But this is the thing. I was feeling the same against West Ham. To be quite honest to you, I know
No,
we
this is
didn't have the level of performance wasn't the same, but I felt like we should be able to kind of just the quality should rise and we should be able to work it out. Even though West Ham wasn't playing, they weren't
poorly.
negative as such. So again,
The reason I disagree, yeah, is the chance that Dalot had let me know that Wolves team were going to get run over. Because when
In the first half, early.
the ball gets played over the top and Dalot is through, there is nobody near him. And Johnson makes a good save, but that was happening throughout. That was happening a lot. And Wolves got back into the game.
They played the high line.
But the way that he was able to get just pass the ball through their midfield at ease, at will, it was a matter of time before you was going to get another goal. And it wasn't a shock when you scored. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good victory for you lot, and you can Wolves are the worst team in the league, but maybe that you can build on it.
Do you want to say it one more time?
I wish Wolves came on the weekend, bro.
I think Arsenal got Wolves next.
Yeah,
Arsenal got Wolves next in the league.
Have.
Let's see if you can score 4 past them.
That should be 6.
Let's see if you can score 4 past them.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, it's enough of Man United. We move on to the other side of Manchester for about 30 seconds.
You know we're 6, yeah? We're 6.
You're 6. Oh, okay. Congrats.
Yeah. I just thought I'll just end it with that. Sorry about that.
Oh, did you get a trophy for 6th?
No, I'm just saying we're 6 at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting you.
So we'll move on to the other side of Manchester. One that has a chance of winning something this season. So, they won a comfortable 3-0 against Sunderland. Sunderland's hard work against Liverpool was a bit too much for them to back up against Manchester City. But to be honest, from pretty much the start, it looked like one-way traffic, and then the red card was late, but a shocking challenge.
Oh, that was awful.
I don't know what he was thinking. I think that was his second appearance in the Premier League, and now he's gone for 3 games. It's 39, I think he is, Luke on 9, but not a good challenge. And he was walking as soon as the referee got called over. He started walking, mate. He knew.
Yeah, he knew what it was.
He knew what time it was. It was silly, but all I thought about at the end of the game was, okay, cool. The title race is on still. That's what I thought about it. And can Man City find a way to make it competitive and win a run of games to stick with Arsenal? Because that's what's needed. That's what's needed at the moment, because Arsenal have shown it, apart from the blip, which it probably was, a blip against a team that has their number, the league needs other teams to step up. So hopefully Man City are one, and hopefully Aston Villa are another. But that's it for our Premier League roundup. We'll move on to WSL, and we will start off with, well, as we played each other, Arsenal versus Liverpool. We'll briefly chat about that and how we literally got battered. It was only 2-1, but it was like the furthest away 2-1 you could get. Second half, I don't think we had a shot on target. You stole our best player. Granted, you paid 1 million, a world record fee to take her from us. Then you promptly put her on a bench for quite a few games. She started the season. I know she started the season.
Yeah.
But she went off the ball and got rotated out. Scores a fantastic goal. The goal she scored is one of those goals where it's like, I know these girls can't handle me. I've trained against these girls, and I can just do this and I can do that, and I'm going to bang it. Because even how
Olivia
far
Smith,
she shot from,
Yeah.
Olivia Smith. Even how far she scored from, it's like she had no right to score from there, from that distance. Because Kirby has been really good for our last 3 games, and I did not expect her to concede a goal from that distance. But credit to Olivia Smith, she's a quality player, and if you're looking at did she deserve to be at that level of playing Champions League football, challenging for a title, she does. She shouldn't be battling relegation with us, which unfortunately for us is what we're doing and probably will. But you guys were just too good for us. Or the ladies were too good for us.
Yes. Yeah. I think there was a lot of like spirited defending from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because some of the chances that we had, we should have scored, but there were some last-ditch tackles to block it off the line. And I think that with 5 minutes to go, if we don't score the goal that we did score, which, to be fair, I think it was poor defending from Liverpool's perspective.
Yeah.
Should
Free
never,
around her.
yeah. And she turns back on herself, and then lashes it top corner. I think that and on top of it, it was a ball over the top as well, and it was just too much of a high line. And I think that your luck had run out at that point.
Yeah.
I know we touched on it the last time we spoke about Arsenal. I think it was. I think the problem is that there's not enough killer instinct up front.
Yeah.
Because I think when Blackstenius comes on, she has a number of chances to score, to put the game to bed. So it's a good victory for Arsenal, but we are playing a team that is bottom of the league, and I know that like Liverpool have got good results in recent weeks against City and not City against
Chelsea.
Everton. Chelsea, and it was Chelsea and Everton, right? No, Brighton.
No,
It was Chelsea.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, against Chelsea, and so when it's gone to 1-1, which
Good
that
goal.
was a good, well taken goal.
It was a record as well. She's scored 4 goals. First person to score 4 goals in the first 5 starts.
Yeah, I looked at it and because obviously I'm looking at it and thinking, I'm not sure if Arsenal are going to be able to actually get something out of the game. So to get it in the 84th minute, it's a good result. But I think that there just needs to be a bit more of a killer instinct when they're up front, because other teams are going to punish you. You can't do that. You can't waste those mistakes against Chelsea or against Man City, and definitely not in Europe.
Oh Man United.
All right, if you say so.
All right. I guess you want to segue to Man United.
I guess you want to talk about your team. Go ahead.
Talk about your team.
Nah, not even. Do you know what is funny? You know when you're saying about wasting chances, bro? We was peppering West Ham from, I don't know, minute 1 pretty much. And, having 20 shots on goal is just unruly. We just you're right, just need to be more ruthless, because it's so tight in the league that you can't really afford to be dropping points. Because, at the minute we're sitting third place, and we could have easily walked away there from there with a draw. I mean, there was a spectacular goal from West Ham in the middle of the box. Somehow she's managed to get the ball over
Martinez.
and lob the keeper from absolutely nowhere. But Martinez is in a fine run of form. Look, I feel like under Mark Skinner, we've been kind of slowly but surely creeping up, and he has got the buy-in from the squad players, and they know that they may not necessarily play every week. They're playing for places. But I've got to admit, like I'm liking what I see, because we look like we've got some kind of identity, and we're trying to, try different things to kind of get the result and change the fortune in the game. Literally at 1-0, I thought to myself, this could be anything, to be quite honest with you, because like we're getting so many chances. But the West Ham keeper, bro, I'm telling you.
But they're on goal, sorry.
You.
8 shots on
goal.
Well,
no, 22. Yeah, 22 shots on goal. 8 of them were on target, albeit 8 of them were on target. But hitting the post and that still counts as missing. But it's close enough in some regards. But I think it's the West Ham keeper, is it Simic? She done a number on us today, but she's about 6 like gilt edge saves, and that kind of stands testament to us only managing to get 2 past her. But
the free kick though.
The free kick was cold.
It's a good free kick, bro.
Yeah, it's a very good free kick.
Yeah. And even the play for Thailand's goal, the first one, that was brilliant down the left hand side. She just had a tap in the middle of the goal. No one really near her because of how well we played around West Ham. Riviera also had a huge game today. Her and Park down the right hand side, they were just, they were bossing it. So the game was won in the wide areas. I know Bevan doesn't really like United play the wide and the wing game, but the ladies do it too, mate. So yeah, we got another
No,
3 points on the
no.
board.
When it works, it's good. But when it's
Okay.
when it's just hit and hope and pray, then it's not so good.
Yeah, no, I hear
Okay.
you.
All right. Well, good win for Man United, as you said. They're sitting third, and they've ended a mini slump.
Yeah,
And we'll see.
and
See where
stopped
they
West
go
Ham's. Yeah, and stopped West
Yeah, you
Ham's
stopped
2
West
game
Ham's.
streak. Yeah, we stopped West
Yeah,
Ham's as well.
I'm happy about that at least. 'Cause it keeps us in the fight of not getting relegated. And we've got a game in hand against Aston Villa on Thursday. So hopefully we can win that and leap above them. But we'll move on to Spurs. Boy, lucky. They showed more fight than the men's team have showed this season. That's for sure.
I mean, that's been the case for most of the season, to be honest with you. The Spurs ladies are outperforming their expectations compared to how they were last season, to finish in second from bottom. But honestly, they really did almost throw this game away. It wasn't really an eventful first 60 minutes, and then I think player from Villa, Deslandes,
Yes,
makes a
there's
challenge,
London's. Yeah.
and her follow through, which looked pretty deliberate, like when you're trying to leave a number on someone. She basically leaves a number on the Spurs player, gets a second yellow, and from there you're thinking Tottenham will be able to overload Villa and dominate. But one long ball over the top, sounds like Tottenham, typical. And Kirsty Hansen outpaces the centre back, tucks it in the near post.
Mhm.
Keeper kind of wrong footed because I guess she was expecting it to go across the goal, tucks it in the bottom corner, and the 84th minute, and you're thinking this is just so Tottenham. But in the 85th minute, literally a minute later, Tottenham respond. Beth England manages to get a goal back to equalise, and
header.
then
Good
say,
header.
Very good.
yeah, the great
Good header.
header. Yeah, cross wide areas again, good cross, ball into the box, and a great header from England, and then a brilliant reverse ball by Drew Spence to
Oh, that was a great
Olivia
ball.
Holt, who smashes it past the keeper. Didn't give her any chance to react. It was hit so hard, and that was in the 95th minute. So honestly, Tottenham got out of jail a little bit, but on the balance of play, they probably deserved it with the amount of chances they had prior to that. I just feel like, we left it late, but a battling performance. And as I said, outperform already got more points than they had from last season. So it's been a really good start. Obviously, we don't expect them to be challenging the title race, but if they can somehow pull off a European spot, that would be amazing. So we'll see.
Yeah. 1 point off Europe.
Behind Arsenal at the moment,
Yeah.
but you'd expect Arsenal to start to pull away once they kind of find their groove, because they have really been a little bit stop-start this season so far.
Okay. All right. So the last 2 games, Chelsea, who's sitting second, as I said at the beginning, something happened to them. Well, what happened is 33 or 34 unbeaten run.
34.
34 game unbeaten run snapped at the hands of Everton in what was a dogged, full-on defensive display from them. Their goalkeeper was fantastic. There's one save that she made where her arm was like a gecko. When they just stick their tongue out and just take something. The ball came off one of the defenders, goes across the line, and it looks like it's going to go in. And she just whips it back in. I was like, that's impressive.
It was a clear across the line that literally went along the goal line, and she grabbed it out of nowhere. You're thinking, wow. Any error there, it's in. She's hitting it in herself, but
100%. But they kept trying to knock down that door, like 79% possession, 30 shots. But I say when you got 30 shots, to have only 6 on target, it's not good enough. really and truly. And not many big chances. They had one big chance in the game from 30 shots. So they weren't doing enough to work the defence
No.
and to move the defence from side to side. And surprising, considering how good they are. But when you look at the shot map, they shot from everywhere in and around the box. Literally. It's just literally dots
Yeah.
all around in and outside the box. But I guess this is what happens. It happens at times where you're in a run, you think it's just going to happen, innit? We're going to score. We're going to score. One of these is going to go in. But credit to the Everton ladies. There's two centre-backs, Mace and Fernandes. They were fantastic. Headed everything, blocked everything. Like, thou shalt not pass kind of football. And Brosnan in goal was player of the match. And it was well-deserved. It was a bit of contention because I don't know what the referees watched, whether the referees watched stopped, whether they will give them some instructions. This run can't end here because they played well over the 95 minutes, bro. It was ridiculous. The manager was like, "What's going on?" The players like, "What's going on?" They got a free kick. You think, okay, after the free kick, he's going to blow the whistle. Then he goes for a corner. If you can, after the corner, he's going to blow the whistle. Then the goalkeeper comes up for another corner. Okay, that's not going to happen. Then they break away. The goalkeeper's like, "What is going on? Let's blow the whistle." But credit, I think if they had conceded a goal in that, man, it would have been some real controversy.
It would have been heartbreak. I mean, Everton scored in the 12th minute, and they've literally defended for the whole game, and defended resolutely. Like, I think the amount of block shots they had, and Chelsea just couldn't find anything. Obviously, clearances off the line, you get a little bit of fortune there, but honestly, where the ref got 8 minutes from, I have no idea, because there was no mad injuries. The subs were done in there wasn't like the manager did crazy amount of time with the subs. I don't know, but clearly it's a little bit of the old-fashioned Fergie time.
It's not even that, bro. They put 5 minutes up. So how do you get? They didn't make any subs in those 5 minutes.
No.
So where do you get 8 minutes from? After you've said five, I know it's a minimum of 5 minutes. You can't go from minimum of 5 minutes all to 8.
The game.
A minimum of 5 minutes is usually 6.
Yeah.
But anyway, Everton held out. Well done.
Yeah,
Someone needed to take down Chelsea at some point.
Yeah, for real. And then obviously last game, Man City. It was the first half full of missed chances galore. Like Bunny Shaw was at the back post missing a sitter. Then she's missing a header that's going over the crossbar. And then at first half you're thinking, okay, it's gonna be one of those days where Man City don't get it. But listen, you can't keep a good player down. And Shaw is a quality striker. I think injuries is just what cost her last season. And if she stays fit this season all the way through, then honestly, I'll say it early from now, I don't see another winner. I can't see her being stopped if she stays fit.
They keep her, Miedemar, and Hemp fit.
She's a strong player, man.
Yeah.
So first goal for her, it was a good strike. Defender's going to be upset because, like I said, they defended well, and then she swung and missed. And when that happens, and you see them turn around, you saw her heart sink. Like, it's Shaw behind me. It's going in. And she just slots it in, controls it, slots it in, goes wild. And then the header, the second goal, it's just all a case of no one stopping me here. There's two players in front of her. She's like, get out of the way. Headers it in, 2-0, game over. And then to top it off, she gets an assist. A great through ball. And it's like, the sub comes on. I forget the lady's name. Sub comes on and just buries it. And that's all she wrote. So, good performance, and Leicester just weren't good enough. I think Caroline, that was her name. Caroline scores the goal in the 94th minute. So,
assist from Shaw as well. So
that's kind of what you want from your strikers, though, isn't it? That's what you want from your strikers: get goals and just
provide for the others.
Overall involvement in the game. Yeah,
exactly. So the roll on to next week. That was only round 10. The roll on to round 11 next week, and we'll see what the games for up. So we'll move on to our player or players, as it's 2 leagues, of the game week. So it's still with Leon. Leon's on week 3. of his 6. So we'll start off with the men first. Who was your Premier League player of the week?
Who is my player of the week? I'm gonna go with Rayan Cherki. I thought he was so good.
What is wrong with
I
Pep
think
though?
it's the Turkey that we were hoping to see. And he just came up. You didn't think I was gonna say him, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, oh, he was doing absolute bits. He was doing absolute bits on Saturday for Man City. And it's what we were. I guess if you don't want City to win, you don't want him to see it. But you want exciting players, and where the Premier League's missing that sort of those type of players that can create something out of nothing and create a bit of magic. And you can just see that he's got it in an abundance. So mine's Rayan Cherki.
Okay, number 1.
Player of the week. It's a difficult one, man. There was a good few games on this week, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to go for Ekitike.
No, you're mugging it.
No way.
He scored a
No.
brace.
No.
And, for me, he had a decent game. I feel like he deserved to. He should have got a hat trick, in fairness. But
Who are you? Who are you? Well, what have you done with Monts?
Innit?
What do you
Can't
mean?
believe you didn't pick Bruno Fernandes.
I can't believe that
Why?
either.
Nah,
You got a brace
he didn't
too?
deserve it this week.
He-
Nah, he didn't
And
deserve
an
it this week, mate.
assist.
Nah,
Yeah.
he didn't deserve it this week.
Okay, cool. This is growth, mods. This is growth. Right now, bro.
I'm not going to give you an easy one next week for guess the player, bro. Because you give it. Okay, Bevan.
Yeah, I was gonna go Ryan Cherki as well. Similar, kind of echo what Leon said. Like, he's a player that can come up with some magic, and he had a good game, great assist, and you want to see exciting players, so go on Ryan Cherki.
Can't go with Cherki again like everyone else.
Let's go for Bruno, innit?
Nah, it's a tough one now. But I just go with Cherki as well. Then I was trying to find someone else. No, not Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes was very good for Newcastle. Gets a goal from the corner, but all-round dominant performance. Yeah, it's against Burnley, and they had a man sent off after 43 minutes. But in general, it was a good performance from him. So I don't want to go with. I don't want to use my original one, which is Cherki. So I'll go with someone else, and it's Bruno Guimaraes, not the Bruno you wanted.
Yes.
So your ladies or women's player of the week, Leon.
Mine's Bunny Shaw. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Is anyone not choosing Bunny Shaw?
No.
We'll just wrap this up.
Yeah. No, it's going to
Bunny was
Bunny
on
Shaw.
flames, man.
Hey, I won't choose
She was
Bunny Shaw
outstanding.
because, like I like to do, I won't copy. But so I will go for the Everton goalkeeper.
She was on point.
For Everton to be the team to take away Chelsea's unbeaten record away from home, I don't think anyone's fathoming the levels to be able to do that and to be under siege for so long as well. I think it's
For
an
me,
amazing
Brosnan.
performance. To be honest with you, I think
Yeah.
you're onto something there with the keeper.
Brosnan gets it for me. So performance of the week, or moment of the week
For the
Leon?
for the
for the men's
yeah.
first.
It's got to be Salah interview, man. How could it not be?
Yeah,
The
true.
Salah interview created shockwaves across the football world. Everyone's talking about it. He's just out here scorching the earth, burning bridges. So Salah is the moment of the weekend. Wasn't on the pitch, but that's part of the problem.
Bevan, no, Lamont, sorry.
Yeah, man. It definitely has to be the Salah interview, bro. That was totally unexpected. Like, you know what I mean? I'm all for trolling, yeah, but gee, he is he's on troll times 100. Do you get what I'm saying? He's trying to draw someone out.
I'm not giving it to him. You guys can give it to him. I'm
Listen.
giving it to
Oh,
Harry Wilson.
you're just gonna.
Sorry, Bevan, your turn.
No. Harry Wilson, go ahead.
Yeah?
You,
Go on,
uh,
your
you-
turn,
you-
your turn.
No. Yeah, I was going Salah as well. Anyway,
I knew you were. You already know in your head. You already know in your head. So I was like, you're all gonna do it
yeah,
anyway.
but I might have different
Okay,
reasons.
cool. Rewind.
No.
Who's your one?
No, it's Salah. It's Salah for the fact of that Salah's interview has overtaken Liverpool's performance. Like they're talking more about
lie.
that than the actual game. It's overtaken Arsenal losing. Really, they're talking about a Monday Night Football. Like Jamie Carragher's losing his head. So
Is
yeah,
he
it's
playing
got
checkers, not chess?
it's got to be Salah's interview. That's a hurt man, and with his team in disarray at the same time.
Not giving it to him. That Wilson goal was sublime. The build up for that goal. I'm keeping it football. Salah, you've had your moment.
Yeah.
These guys are giving you your flowers. Well, not your flowers.
Not
Giving
flowers.
You, they
Straight in
throw the dirt.
Straight
Throw the
in
dirt in your hair.
Yeah.
If he had his old hair, it'd be everywhere. But now he's got his short haircut. It's going straight through. But
I thought you might have gave
it
it.
obviously is Salah, but
to be honest, James.
it is Salah. But I will give a moment of applause to Wilson because that was a fantastic goal. If Salah hadn't have stolen the weekend, then it would be Wilson. So, Leon, what is your women's moment of the weekend?
It's that clearance off the line from Brunson.
Gecko.
Yeah, man. It was awesome because the defender does well to clear it off the line, but it literally is so close to going in from the clearance for the keeper to be able to grab it and hold on. I thought that was my moment of the weekend and saved Everton and they held out. So definitely my moment.
Lamont.
It's got to be the bicycle kick, man, from inside the area. That lobbed the keeper, bro. That was a
the looping one.
Totally, man.
But,
Totally unexpected.
She meant to hit it on target though.
She meant to hit. Yeah, she was going for goal, so I'm gonna give her. I'll definitely give her that. I think it's Martinez. For
Martinez.
West Ham. So yeah, that's my is it player of the week we're doing it?
Moment.
Yeah, that's my moment. That's my moment of the week.
My moment of the week is Olivia Carter's got Olivia Smith. I don't know why I got two different people mixed up in my head.
Yes, Carter and Olivia Smith.
Yeah. I put both of them together. Yeah. Olivia Smith's goal. That was quality. She had no right to score that goal. At one point, I thought she was gonna lose the ball, and then she just Jinky Minky turns and then smashes it. So yeah.
Well, she put a dagger in my chest,
Olivia
boy.
Smith.
Dagger in my chest to that one, bruv. So mine is for Everton as a team, as a whole. The whole team, the whole defensive line, them actually winning and stopping Everton, Chelsea's unbeaten run. That's my moment of the weekend. Snapping that unbeaten run.
98 minute whistle went where? That's that moment right there.
Okay, so we'll move on to the last segment, to predictions. Once again, it is your turn, Leon. So the fixtures for this game week, Liverpool are playing first against Brighton. So Liverpool against Brighton. What is the score you're going with?
You're home, aren't you?
Yeah.
2-3-1 Liverpool.
Okay, Leon, 3-1 Liverpool. I really hope that's the case. And that is a new Liverpool going forward.
Well,
we'll see. Bevan?
I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. Lamont?
I'm gonna go 3-2. Brighton.
3-2. Brighton. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. Okay, the next game, Arsenal versus Wolves at the Emirates.
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. Bevan.
That was that was the result I was going to go for as well. 3-0.
Can do the same, bro.
Yeah, I'm sticking to it. 3-0, yeah.
Lamont.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
Wolves don't really pose a threat up front, man, at all, really. They really don't.
I am going 4-0 Arsenal.
I was slightly going to do that, you know, James.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But
I'll tell you why I didn't, because I was thinking it could be more than that, but the kickoff time is the reason I didn't go.
12:30.
No,
Eight o'clock.
The kickoff is at
8
8
o'clock.
o'clock. 8 o'clock in the evening.
8
8 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, that's the reason.
I
why
think they've got
didn't
time.
go. Mm.
They got time. We got time. There's no early kickoff that day. It actually is there. Okay. Forest versus Spurs.
Ooh,
This is Sunday game.
Mm-hmm.
that's tasty.
Oh man, I hate playing Forest away like I'm the one that's playing. Honestly, yeah. 1-1. Nah, 2-1 Spurs, man. Sod it. 2-1
Go,
Spurs.
and that's the spirit,
badness.
fella.
On badness.
Spirit.
On badness, you know.
2-run Spurs.
I was actually going to say 2-1 Spurs as well.
Listen, when they beat us, it was a fluke, bruv. Don't watch for us. It was a fluke. They caught us on a bad day. What?
What did you say? What score did you say, boys?
You said they said 3-0.
Oh, 3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs. I'm going 2-1 as well. So, the final game, Man United making us wait again. Man United versus Bournemouth. Leon, what is your score?
2-1 Man United, which will be a first for a while because I think Bournemouth have had your number for a couple seasons at Old Trafford. But don't know. I feel like Amarim's starting to find a little something.
His groove.
Bevan?
3-1 United.
2-0 United.
I think my issue is Bournemouth's away form. I think they're really bad away from home, aren't they?
Bournemouth's form in general has not been good of late.
They went from
a bad run.
I swear they were second for a spell.
Yep.
And then they dropped
but
off.
That early season, man. The first 5 games don't count. They count, but they don't count.
But a draw at home to Chelsea is not too bad in the grand scheme of things. But they've lost 4-0, 3-2, drawn 2-2. Wow. They haven't won any of the last 5 games.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Damn it. I so wanted to pick them. It's never possible. All right, then. I will go 2-1 Man United. Sure.
Man, really didn't want to do that, boy.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. We might get some points on the board for you there, mate.
Boy. Maybe 1. Okay. That brings us to the end of the show. Been another packed show with the women's football back. It's been enjoyable watch and an enjoyable show. Thanks to you 3 once again for, it's a late one today. So being full of energy for us to get through to here.
Yeah, mate.
So we go from Salah's bombshell comments to Buendia's last gasp winner, which brought the title race back alive, to Bruno's brace, to Olivia's Hoyt's, is it Hoyt's or Hoyd's heroics, and to Olivia Smith's fantastic goal. But yeah, it's been a good weekend. For those of you who do the guess the player, hopefully you got it right. Hopefully you get it quicker than the rest of these guys. And we move on to game week 16, where hopefully everyone will win, apart from Man United. Peace out, people. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. It's been Armchair Pundits. Peace out.
Peace.
Later.